Alrighty, so this is the recipe that I'm going to be using for my sloppy joes, and I'm going to can this up with ground beef so that my husband can just open up a jar, or we can just open up a jar, and then we have dinner ready. Quick, easy, bing, bang, boom. So, to start off, I have about 6 cups of diced peppers, and it's red, yellow, and orange, but you can use whatever kind you want. And then 2 onions, they were about medium to large size, chopped. And to this I am adding 2 teaspoons of pepper and 4 teaspoons of salt. And then we are going to add a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. And this recipe is from the Ball Canning book, the one that came out last year. This one. And then I am doing, if we can get in there, that recipe. But the difference is this one just does the sauce to can up, and I'm canning mine with beef. So it will go for the full 75 minutes or 90 minutes, however I decide to can it for the meat. So that's the difference. And then we need 4 cups of tomato sauce. And these were just canned, obviously. A half a cup of Dijon mustard. Get it out after I put it in there. And this is just a quick and easy way to have dinner ready and on your shelf in case you're just not feeling it that day, which, you know, sometimes that's how it is. No, you may not. No, you may not. So that's that. Get that in there. Finish getting those in there. Okay. So then the last thing you need is a half a cup of tomato paste. I do not have tomato paste, so I'm going to use my tomato jam that I canned up last year. Or you could use ketchup. That would work too. But I just think this will be delicious in it. And then that way, I'm going to taste it before I add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, because this already has brown sugar in it. So I may not even need to add any sugar to it, depending on how it tastes. But yeah, if you have tomato paste, use tomato paste. It's a half a cup or a half a cup of ketchup, and then a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And I have it out in case I want to put it in there.
Mommy, what kind of back of your head? There's something in it.
It's fine.
Oh, got it. Pee.
Okay, so it's all stirred up. Give it a taste. Oh, that's good. I do want to add the sugar though. Alright. Get the sugar in there. And this will also change flavor once it condenses down. We're going to put it on the stove on a low simmer and just let it thicken up a bit. And then we'll taste it again before we mix it with our meat and can it up. So I will bring you back then. Alright, so it's time to can up our Sloppy Joe mix, it did not like the recipe as well as I would have hoped. I got the recipe from this book, and it called for 3 cups of chopped green bell peppers and then 3 cups of chopped red bell peppers, which we used red, orange, and yellow instead of green and red. But it came out way too peppery, and we like ours a little more on the sweet side. So I ended up adding an additional half a cup of brown sugar, and then about between a quarter and a half a cup of ketchup. And now it is perfect. And my tomato jam in it is delicious. It gave it a background taste that is just phenomenal. So we have everything ready to go. This is going to can for 75 minutes at 10 pounds of pressure for my altitude. So we're just going to pour all of our sauce in with the hamburger that I have browned off, just like whenever I did my regular hamburger for canning. I also, another thing I did, I pureed the sauce. We would rather have it pureed versus chunky, so that's how I did it. I'm going to make sure your sauce is all incorporated. And it's still going to be really saucy. And this is about, for that amount, it's supposed to make 4 pints of just sauce. And then I have about the same amount, well, I do have the same amount of hamburger as last time. And that made 8 pints of hamburger. So I'm hoping to get 8 pints plus a little bit out of this so that we can have it for dinner too. And then I don't have to worry about dinner. Okay. Alright, so that is all incorporated. So then all we have to do, and it's delicious, get our jar. And we still want the inch of headspace. And then you want to make sure you debubble. And let's see. That has a little too much in it.
It's not on the floor, Dad.
See if it's on that.
Okay. So then make sure you wipe the rim of your jar.
No, can you find it, please?
And then I have my rings and
She's fine.
lids in hot water soaking.
Thanks your playing because you're running around with a pillow.
Get my ring.
Fucking hell. All riled up and you think you're playing with it. And then you just want to stop.
Fingertip tight. And there is our Sloppy Joe mix. So it's going to go rest in the canner. I'll do one more for you. And then I'm going the rest in there. So again, you're just taking it, sticking it in your jar. Debubble again. And that is perfect. Get another lid. Oh, you see? I'll wipe the rim of your jar. Then your lid. And your ring. And there you have it. So I will bring you back whenever these have gone 75 minutes in my canner. Alright guys, so here is the finished product of my sloppy Joe mix, and then I threw in 2 jars of black beans just to make it a full canner load. Now, this looks like there's a lot of fat on top, but there's really not. I've done this before, and it's literally just like around the outside on top. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not actually, I don't know how to explain it. It's not up there. It's like just around the edges, and that's the only place the fat is. Here, this jar. That shows a little better. See, the meat is still there. It's just a little fat. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to think outside the box on new things that you can. And I hope to see you guys next time for another delicious recipe or canning session. Bye!